quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Of course, I don't have anything prepared. Good evening, everybody. Afternoon, morning, whatever.
It's a Friday night bullpen.
Oh my gosh, that's loud. Hold on, let me turn that down.
Too loud?
Yeah, but it might just be my speakers were way up. No auctions. Asks jalapeno milk. Meh. Yeah, really.
Oh, they're down there.
I'm just not really up for it. I'm actually a little tired. I'm waiting. I just drank some coffee and I'm seeing if it's going to kick in. We shall see. Jalapeno Milk wants me to sell me the Thundercats Roar Getting Sliced print. Yeah, I think I still have some of those.
Nice.
So yeah.
Thundercats.
Roar. Hey. So here's my whole thing. Mike S. Miller, International Man of Mystery.
Oh. Well.
Like and subscribe, people. Thank you, Bright Glory. Thank you.
I may not be cool enough to be in here.
Well. That goes without saying. Look at this mess. I gotta get rid of that stuff. Wait, what is
We're gonna read it.
Oh. Somebody was asking me for some of those Overwatch medals, like 5 of the Overwatch medals, which, you know, that's like $300 worth of prints.
The comic book size ones or the full size?
No, the big ones. And I'm like, I know I have them, but Elijah organized my room and they're not in here. And I went into the garage and I can't flip and find them.
Like organized like a year ago?
Well, remember he moved all that stuff out of here?
Yeah.
And now because he wanted to get room, he actually moved this table, this whole thing over here today too. But you know how my wife will just bring things into this room like the house dump? Elijah's doing that with my stuff to the garage, and I have no idea where the stuff is. So I have this order I could fill for about $300, and I'm like, where?
Are they incrementally just quarantining you, or what's happening?
No, it's just he's just moving. This is why I know where
your wife put stuff in there, and then Elijah puts it in the garage. It sounds like your family is trying to send you a signal.
I know. You know, we actually have a room in the garage, like a carpeted everything room in the garage that, unfortunately, the cable gets the Wi-Fi. There's no. I can't get the computers to work back there.
Oh. Why don't you just run some LAN cable?
That sounds like a lot of work. That would go all the way through the house. It would look all funky. Right? Yeah.
Can't you just run it through the ceiling, or have you got some kind? I don't know what your ceiling looks like.
It's white.
Do you have an attic?
Yeah.
There you go. Just drop it down through the attic. You just take a drill, you go zip, and zoop, zoop.
The attic doesn't go all the way to the garage. Well, no, I guess it does, but I'd have to poke a hole through the garage because the garage doesn't have an attic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it does. Yeah, but then I'd have to clean that whole room up.
Does that room look worse than this room looks?
Oh yeah, that's the store. That's where everything goes. When it's too much in here, it just goes into that room, and then. Plus, I'd probably have to rip the freaking carpet out of there because I think there's been rats and stuff because San Diego, and boy, I miss having outdoor cats because they took care of all those. The gophers are eating all of Elijah's garden. Like everything in his garden is just jacked because of the gophers. But when we had outdoor cats,
I did not even know he had a garden. That would be something you could be showing on the social medias, you know, like Elijah in some overalls. Hey, y'all.
It's not that big a garden. He doesn't.
Farmer
Not big enough for overalls. Get a stronger router. Well, it would have to be. Well, that's the thing. It would have to be a landline. I couldn't Wi-Fi it streaming from out there and stuff. But it actually is a bigger room Maybe we should fix that room up and move the office out there. What do you guys think? There's no air conditioner though.
Ooh.
So in the summer it might get a little beady.
You're gonna have 5 computers in a room with no AC.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. That's gonna smell like a hamster dance.
You can buy Wi-Fi repeaters to extend range. Again, I don't want to be streaming through Wi-Fi. That's not ideal. It would have to be, yeah.
Got to get yourself connected. The writing's on the wall.
No. All right. I'm going to share my screen here with what I'm working. Gosh darn it. Man, the colors are so different from my freaking Cintiq.
It is very purple. Is it supposed to be purple?
No, you should see what it looks like on here.
Can you hold your Cintiq up to the camera just to see if your camera registers it?
Crazy. See? It's blue.
Yeah, it sure is. The top is close.
But I think that my desktop monitor is more accurate to print. Oh my gosh, I am going to be so screwed if it's not.
Huh.
What if my Cintiq is right? And like I'm just jacking up everything.
Is there any way to export?
I don't know.
Are you what color palette are you using? CMYK? What are you?
No, it's RGB. That's moot.
That's moot. Okay.
It's just, how do I register this so I know?
Are you sure you can't like export like a color profile or something?
I don't know how to. I don't know. And I don't know how to adjust the screen.
Or just out of curiosity, so is this just projecting the Cintiq right up to the screen?
Yep. But this is what happens when if I drag my Photoshop over to it's the colors right, or the colors. Color. That's the color.
It could be a display setting in your monitor. Just out of curiosity, like right click on your desktop and see if there's a color setting on the monitor itself. Display settings, yeah, or it could be in video control panel, one or the other. Hi, it's Larry from technical support.
Color. Advanced display settings.
Ooh, they're advanced.
Nope. Graphics settings. Classic app. Universal app. I don't even know what that is.
I don't either.
This is like throwing darts at a house, hoping to put the dartboard inside through the window.
All right, so different color profile.
Change setting multiple monitors. Setting up
from Cintiq to monitor.
I have multiple monitors. That's not helping me at all.
All right, how do I match my colors on my monitor? How do you make the colors on this Cintiq screen match your laptop screens? Best way is to calibrate both monitor and
Kevin,
Cintiq.
you have the link. Get your butt in here.
Oh, there's instructions for this.
Where? Okay, talk me through it.
Let's see.
Thank
Otherwise,
you for calling technical support.
Let's see. I'm just reading some of this. Yeah, let's see. I have a Cintiq, and usually the Cintiq, and have you tried printing this?
No.
Can you print it quickly on a smaller paper just to see if it's?
Oh, to see what the color is registering.
Yeah. Was there an earthquake in San Diego?
Yeah, not 20 minutes ago, half an hour ago.
Just a little Shake 'em a shake.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know if there was an epicenter somewhere. Print. Ah, that's so much ink. Print settings, plain paper, layout. Cancel. Normal printing. Hard proofing. Relative colorimetric. Perceptual absolute colorimetric.
Oh, this may be more than you want to do during a stream. Let's see.
What the hell?
Oh, it ran out.
And then Eric Hawkins also says, Mike, save a JPEG and open it up on your phone and see how the colors match to you. But I think the printing is one way to do it also.
Yeah, but that uses a lot of expensive ink, so that's actually a bad idea. All right. I'm gonna.
Yeah, and send me.
I'll just tweet it.
Yeah, tweet it and let's see.
Oh, here's your shirt.
Tweet 'em a goo. Tweet 'em a goo. Draken says everyone not in here doesn't get a hello. Yeah.
Everyone, what?
Heck yeah. 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 We're only saying hello to the people that are here.
Hello, everybody. Shut up, Dragon.
P Money says,
everybody.
yes, it is the boomer technical support. Oh no.
Yes, this is how we're figuring out. I'm gonna tweet it to me.
And Blacklist Universe says, just look at your color picker square. Yeah, I guess you could bring up the color picker square and put your Cintiq up on your monitor.
My monitor is right, so my Cintiq's checked. I don't know how to adjust the colors on my Cintiq. Oh, for the love of stars and people.
Huh.
Frazza, freaking.
But you like the way it looks on your Cintiq, huh?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm not done with it. I have to do a bunch of stuff to it still. But, yeah. More than this purple. Dark blue and purple. I mean, shoot. What I can do is just do it here, and then after I'm done, move it to this monitor and do color adjustments.
Yeah. This almost looks like a color profile, except for the orange purple in the back. It almost looks like a color profile from the 80s. It's kind of, actually it looks kind of a little bit Watchmen-y.
Okay, it's not done. I'm mid-process here, so you're not supposed to critique art in the middle of the process.
It's always the right.
Drawn and quartered, and you're trying to shake people's confidence. In it.
Wait, what were we doing? It's always the right time. It's always the right time to mix up the Miller.
Bless this stream by blessing this mess. Thank you very much, Fly Fox Pro. That's right. I wish I could be there, but I'm watching till I pass out. All right, buddy. I backed Bless This Mess. Have you guys? I haven't, but that would defeat the purpose of me trying to.
How old is your Cintiq?
I don't know. I bought this from a friend of mine who barely ever used it. I think maybe he used it once, and then it was just kind of sitting there in my closet for years and years and years because I never used it because I bought it for my Mac, and I'm like, oh, I don't have the adapter to the Mac, so I never used it instead of buying it. I suck. Have you checked Reddit to see if anyone has covered changing your colors on the Cintiq? I'm sure I could just Google it.
All right, so yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
I was hoping Edwin could figure it out, so I didn't have to stop working.
All right, well, let me share my screen. I think people would rather look at art. I'm gonna read this to you, and you tell me if any of this makes sense. All right, so this is an older one, but I think it's okay because you have an older Cintiq. He says this isn't actually a Photoshop issue, but what the heck? I'll answer. Basically, the issue is color calibration. If you have a Mac, you don't. You have a PC. Windows color profiling only applies to applications that support that feature, unlike a Mac color.
This is
Calibration.
model DTZ1200W.
I believe Photoshop has. All right, what's the serial number again?
DTZ1200W.
DTC 1200W. I believe Photoshop has a feature called Adobe Gamma Loader, but you actually need to calibrate your Cintiq, not your.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Is there any magic buttons on this Cintiq I don't know about?
You might be able to force both display devices to use the same profile, which will match the final output, but won't match the display output. Well, that's horrible.
Hey, I've lived here shorter than
You can still see.
I could just keep doing this, whipping it over to the other monitor and whipping it back.
you.
Because that's not the color I want. Ugh. All right, let me see here. What I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to select these blues
You need to heal.
I heal immaculate.
until I have an actual solution here.
All right, now you may have to download this. A perfect match. Wacom Color Manager delivers complete Wacom complete color control to Cintiq Creative Pen displays. I don't know. That may not be what you have. The Wacom Color Management Calibrator. Oh, that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Ooh, black belts.
All right, and you have. I guess I should look up the Cintiq. The Cintiq
Micah,
DTZ. DTZ. Cintiq DTZ 1200W.
It's not down yet,
get it.
All right, that looks better.
you know.
Ooh, except now I like this one better.
Oh, these are cheap now, by the way. These are cheap. Wow.
That's what I'm here, right?
Needs to calibrate the color profiles of the PC and the monitor as well.
All right, Cintiq color calibration.
You can't just say that, Everett. You have to tell me what to do like I'm a 4-year-old.
Welcome my bullets.
I like this image of Lone Star. More superhero, less street clothing.
One of them killed me with a bullet. He tried bullying me and just killed me.
All
Yeah, a
right,
lot
hang
of
on.
people like this costume, which
Okay, it's turning daytime. I'm going.
I do too. You know,
Can you come back me up before I go?
All right, let's see. And so apparently you can upload a color profile into the Cintiq.
Still down there, but
This guy provided one, but it may not be a good.
there's a beaver.
Dragon, where am I going to go into view? Proof setting, working CMYK. No, I'm not trying to change the color in Photoshop. I'm trying
All
to
right,
change the color of the monitor.
what are your Cintiq's color sliders set to?
What?
Where did it go?
How do I know what the hell you're talking about? I don't
Set
know
your
what you're talking about.
yeah. Well, I'm reading this guy and he's talking about setting the Cintiq's color sliders, so it must be in some sort of management panel.
I gotta make sure.
I don't know.
Remember when you did it?
That's wrong.
Wacom's display settings.
Oh, color filters. Use color filters. Make photos and colors easier to see by applying a color filter to your screen. Turn color filters off. Whoops. Nope, that's just black and white.
So what's in the blue one?
Did everything go black and white for you guys, or is it just me?
You're black.
Green color blindness filter to make the 9 colors on the wheel more distinct.
Look how fast I break.
Red, green.
Look how much fast I got.
Most of the people that are calibrating are using a secondary device. Let's see.
Now I'm coming over. What's with this fish?
Color. What the hell? Windows.
Just use the Wacom Display Settings app. It should be installed along with the latest driver.
Huh?
I wonder if we'll get a copyright strike if we look at one of these videos, because people have made videos for this.
Really?
Mhm.
It's very convenient.
How to make colors match on your Cintiq screen? YouTube.
I need.
From Learn to Draw. Learn to Draw, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just
Pablo says, "Is that a new Cintiq? Because I used to have a 12WX, which is I think what I have, and
Yep.
the colors never looked like in the monitor." Oh, great.
don't
Great.
go.
Good to hear.
I could slide them. Why was that?
Why aren't you asking Doug about this? He has his 27-inch Cintiq. Doug's not here. I've got Edwin, who's never seen a Cintiq up close.
Nope. There's a 2-minute video for it, but we might get a copyright strike for watching it.
Oh, go ahead and play it on your
How
end.
do you not slide?
You want me to share it or no?
Yeah, sure.
All right, hang on, let's see.
This is what people come here for on Friday night.
Yes, technical support.
Technical support. I think
And-
it's Kane White. No, this is Kevin Sharp's art. See down here?
You know what this game needs?
Whoops.
All right, let's see. All right, play. Play.
There are a lot of people in here.
The art instructor at masterpaintnow.com. Oh, you have that annoying thing where you're working on your Cintiq tablet. That's the kind that have on the screen. Whatever display you're working on, and you have to draw on the actual display itself, like the 12WX.
Do you have that turned up all the way? I
The
can't
colors
hear.
don't match.
You can't
It's
hear
really
it?
annoying. It doesn't match that display
barely.
output on other LCD.
That is
screens,
turned all
things
the way
like
up.
that. So when people do it, they're
I got a little
being
bit more.
you are. If you do your own artwork on the actual monitor, that's most like what people are going to see. But when you see what you see here on your Cintiq is totally different. Easy fix. So most graphics cards will come with software you can download that's part of the CD, right? This is what came with my Radiance graphics card, and it's awesome. So under my digital flat panels, and you go to display color digital flat panel, because that's what it's being recognized as. And notice here you have the Cintiq 12WX. There's this option here called color temperature control. When I turn that off and on, you're probably not going to notice the difference here, even though this is the screen I'm recording, because you're viewing it. Once I take this image and view it on my other screen, it looks totally different. So you're not going to see the difference. What happens here? Most likely nothing will change. But when I do that,
So
all
I
of a
have
sudden I
to
get this really
find
dull red to a nice
my
bright red.
graphics
It matches.
card display color control. Hold on, let me try something real quick.
No trees.
Seth Didymus says, of all the streams I've seen, this is the boomerest. Spoken like an SJW.
Yeah, man.
Try to go over there.
Whatever. This is unimportant. I'll figure it out later.
You figure it out?
Probably not.
You want me to tweet you this link so you can watch this video later?
Sure.
Because this is the one you're using, yeah?
Yeah. But it's nice because when I'm streaming and I have this still up at the same time, then I can see what it's supposed to look like, and I'm not going so far askew that it screws me up forever. So
Yes, Eric Hawkins asked, have you tried turning it off and on? Yeah, but he says, seriously, just display setting options in the Wacom desktop center, then adjust the sliders until it matches.
display settings option in the Wacom desktop center. What the heck is a Wacom desktop center? I'm just going to type in Wacom.
It's probably a utility on your... I assume you did install the driver for the Wacom, right?
Cintiq. Okay. Calibrate.
Dang, son.
Oh,
Dang.
calibrate. Uh-oh, shoot. Click on each target as it appears.
Oh, it's like
that's
duck.
calibrating my mouse.
Ooh, you got it. Ooh.
That's calibrating that, not my color.
Yeah, buddy.
What is this?
Options.
Opciones.
Display all tablet buttons. Cancel. options. Default.
Oh,
Okay.
90.
Pen, eraser, calibrate.
Why is
That's
he
all the options I get.
the ugliest guy in the game?
All right. Thank you for nothing, Wacom. You're worthless to me. Was there something else I could look up under Wacom? No, that's all that it comes up.
That's all that comes up. There's, huh, huh.
Photoshop, Windows Experience, Cortana, cancel. I'm trying to move on. Of course, I installed drivers. Come on.
Andy Hayes says,
What was we looking? What was it? Was the graphics card?
Oh, what was that?
I'll help you raise.
Graphics performance universal app. I don't even know what I'm doing.
well, I think you had an NVIDIA, yeah? You don't have an AMD.
Oh, I don't know what the hell I have.
Hang on, let me listen to this video.
Learn to live with it. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I could have been done with this piece by now.
I think though under the NVIDIA manager, like under the NVIDIA display manager, there is probably a way to sync it up, but you would need to be in that NVIDIA managing.
Screw it.
Yep. It's great TV, man.
Screw it, I say. Screw it. All right.
Compelling TV.
Yeah. I need a brighter yellow for this very hot fire behind it. I don't know if this is too yellow, but what the hell? Let's give it a shot.
It's kind of smarange.
Where am I at? I need a new layer.
Like I'm looking at the Lone Star cover,
There's a prawn in there.
and it's orange shifted more than,
But it happened.
which I guess means more yellow than.
I mean, I want. There's the thing about flames; it's not all the same color in the same spots, you know.
Yeah.
Of course. Oof. Now it looks good on this monitor, but that's way too yellow on that monitor. Dadgummit.
Oh, no, I
They call me mellow yellow.
Oh, darn it, I didn't even do that on a different layer. Easy.
Oh no. Control Z. Control ZZ. They call me mellow yellow.
Layer, please. Thank you.
Gonna have the fire layer. Fire you.
Oh, too much. Too much.
Eric Hawkins says use a color dodge layer. Make that fire pop. 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 Fire. In fuego. The towering inferno.
Needs hot spots, but not hot everywhere.
Who's Lone Star getting ready to fight? Is it Ozymandias? And somebody in the chat tell me if I'm not crazy. It does remind me of a Watchman color palette.
We can try. If it doesn't get
Really?
forward, I mean,
Too bright?
It doesn't get you forward.
No, it's not too bright.
Let's whack it, bro.
Okay.
All right.
Oh gosh, he's attacking me.
Okay. They call me mellow yellow. Quite right.
Opacity 39%. Let's just see if we can make it white hot. Oh shoot!
I got it.
All right,
There
there
it
we go.
is. I'll put it in.
Is it just too bright?
Oh, it's there.
Ozymandias. What's Ozymandias?
Yep, it's there.
Nah, I think white's not.
These things are really strong. I
White
saw one
doesn't
take
do it.
down
No?
a rabbit.
No.
Don't do it? No.
Just delete that layer.
Yeah, we're-
Thank you.
Delete.
I would save the file as a different version if I were you, so you don't lose any work. I'm always saving. In fact, I just saved right now. Thank you very much. Blue is the only primary color used in the Watchman palette to make Doc Manhattan stand out. Well, I'm going to be doing essentially. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. Oops. No, I'm going to take this. Deselect. This is my flat palette right here. Bing.
Back in StreamYard,
I just need
flat.
that to grab certain layer areas to mess with on my secondary palette, on my actual working
5%
page. So, all right, I'm gonna do the inverted selection. then, what are you doing?
It's head. As if it's head, not his tail.
Yep, that's Watchmen.
Can you eat Isaac?
Yep.
I can do this.
See it a little bit, yeah,
Got no food.
but you're not done. So
The software you need. The funny thing is, back in the, I mean, that's practically just flats.
yeah. It is.
That's all
Yeah.
they did back then. I
Don't
mean,
eat the
except
white
for here where you have a slight,
They make you
you know,
extremely- it's like
I forget what it's
So
called.
right next to it.
Side lighting. I forget.
Side lighting.
By the way, the software you need should be able to right-click on your desktop, and it should be named NVIDIA Control Panel. That's
Yep.
in there. If not, you'll have to do a DL. All right.
Yeah. NVIDIA.
Oh yeah, there it is.
All right, this tech support moment is brought to you by Percy Shelley.
It's antique.
Miller.
What?
I met a traveler from an antique land who said, "Two vast and trunkless legs of stone stand in the desert. Near them on the sand, half sunk a shattered visage lies, whose frown and wrinkled lip and sneer of cold command till that its sculptor well those passions read, which yet survive stamped on these lifeless things, the hand that mocked them and the heart that fed, and on the pedestal those words appear, my name is Ozymandias, King of Kings. Look on my works, ye mighty, in despair. Nothing beside remains round the decay of that colossal wreck, boundless and bare. The lone and level sands stretch far away." There we go. So this technical support minute was brought to you by Percy Shelley, Ozymandias.
All right. You know what? I need to sit this monitor up right in front of this one so that I can match the colors exactly.
Seth says it looks like Lone Star is going to just straight up gut that bad guy. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. But depending on which bad guy it is, he might be a little stout, a little robust.
Let's 0 here. I usually go more towards the purple.
You're adjusting
I'm going the right way.
more purple.
Maybe I'm going the wrong direction. I'm like going all the way around in a circle here.
Been around the world. Nice.
I don't think this is the right one.
I can't find my baby. Been around the world.
That's it. Perfect. Oh, you got. Well, oh, it's not changing for you guys. That's right.
Interesting. Derpa diddle do.
Because it's the monitor. It's not the actual image. Is that correct? That's not right. Digital vibrance?
Vibrance. Ooh. It's digitally vibrant. A vibrant community.
Oh my gosh, it's so off. All right,
Looking a little wackadoodles. So are you adjusting your Cintiq
Yeah.
to your monitor, or are you adjusting your monitor to Cintiq?
No, I'm adjusting my Cintiq to my monitor. or I'm
Ball
trying.
back up?
Oh my gosh.
Mm.
Let me cancel this and try again.
Gigantic Android says for this image, in a great 90s cover, a dialogue balloon would be added. This ends now.
No, this
But
just begins.
there's some blood on that knife, so something has been ended.
Well, Kevin drew it. So. Oh, what the heck?
Tell me when that's.
I'm just getting the.
All right. Use NVIDIA settings.
Never get anything.
NVIDIA.
That's wrong because that comes out way more teal.
I'm just talking.
Teal.
Brightness, contrast, gamma.
I'm getting this.
Gamma. Your gamma's set to 100.
Just in case you're arguing.
How do I freaking...
It's like the door's wide open.
This is thrilling television.
It is, man. It is. But it did give me the pretext to read Ozymandias, so by Shelley, which is, getting some culture and not, like a bacterial culture.
Yeah, right. Boy, I just can't get this to line up at all.
Mm.
I mean, I can get the...
Okay, let's
No, that hue's not right.
Draken says, with Lone Star's teeth so orange, the dialogue balloon should be, "You stole my Cheetos. Prepare to die."
All right, I'm going to crank up the digital vibrance all the way. I'm trying to get
Mm.
the right color purple.
Vibrant.
Then turn it down.
Mm. Turn down for what?
Your commentary.
I'll know my commentary is on the money when I could see the vein in your forehead pulsing.
Seriously, dude.
Neon Rogue says, "I just joined. What did I miss? Should I fill him in?"
Yeah, feel free.
All right, so Neon Rogue,
Right, but dadgummit.
Mike is drawing or coloring rather with an older model Cintiq, and usually it's not an issue because, well, Mike generally doesn't color stuff,
That's right.
but the color settings on the Cintiq do not match what he's seeing on the monitor, and so he's trying to get the two devices to converge.
Is he almost done?
Maybe I just need to adjust.
We'll check if he's really like a-
Oh, maybe. Okay, hold on. Dang it. Cancel that.
Gosh, you're
Try
dying.
again. All channels. This is NVIDIA settings. All channels. Let me just try. What might I be missing here? I'm overly purple.
Mm-hmm.
Dadgummit.
You're, but not overly purple on the Cintiq, right?
Right. So I may need to turn my reds up.
Yes.
No.
Where is it?
Red rum.
No.
Here, I'm coming.
I turn my blue. I believe I turn my blue down.
You're using the color sliders. Must be some kind of panel that's not being shared.
No.
Draken says, while Mike is playing with his monitor, take this opportunity to go take a look at FPS Agent on Kickstarter, where we are technologically literate.
My attack.
What?
Neon Rogue said, did the other tablet die? No, his tablet's fine. It's just there's two different color profiles. And so
It's really messing me up when I'm trying to color things. When I'm doing a nice subdued deep blue, and then I look at my other monitor and it's this bright purple.
I'm getting some berries.
Super freaking annoying. The oranges are fine.
Johnny Torch says, how are 50 people still watching this? 51 counting
No
me.
I have no idea.
Technical support will now be Mike's best program of the week.
Hi, welcome to tech support.
Not bad.
How can I help you?
It's not that bad.
Turn my greens back down. No?
Also, Draken does recommend everybody to take a look at Bless This Mess. How is Bless This Mess doing? Did the Chillins make a video today?
No. I had a couple sales today.
They killed them.
The ones over there.
Blue.
Remember?
But if I turn the
They
blue down,
broke
it's not going to
three
turn
of the
to purple.
bullets.
I need
Oh,
to
yeah.
get red up, but turning the red up doesn't freaking do
One of
anything.
them was still
You're at 81 backers.
No, they both broke free.
It just turns the whole screen red. Dang
Oh.
on this. Garbage tier
run away.
mother
Don't go in the
flippin'.
water. Yes. Not fully in the water. You don't need to.
I'm just I have no idea.
My guy has no energy left. So
I have no idea.
Hmm.
You can upgrade that.
All right, let me look up one more thing. Just entertain people while I'm reading.
They want to see my tears.
This knocked me out.
It's the Cry on Mike show.
Isaac, give me your makeup.
Oh,
Drop-
for the love of Pete. Wait, it looks really good on my Wacom tablet, though. I'll tell you, on my Cintiq. I'm just gonna go back to not using a Cintiq anymore. I just found the pen for my Wacom tablet, so maybe I'll just get my old-fashioned one. Ah,
what's that? That's a big lizard, dude.
all right, whatever. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Screw it. Screw it.
Dang,
Ah,
son. Dang.
dang it all to heck.
Oh.
All right. So, anyways, what I was gonna do here, what we're gonna do here,
Okay.
The base.
is I'm gonna do an overlay on everything.
All right.
This very bright
While that's
color
on top,
here.
it's a, darkened-
Are you on the layer you believe yourself to be?
Yeah. And that was. Yeah, that's the right one.
I did all four walls in the ground.
Pablo Romero Art says Cintiq wins. Flawless victory. Finish him.
Helpful. Very helpful. All right. You know, what? Let me close that. See, drops him back.
Yeah.
Brings a foreground guy in the foreground. I actually don't mind it being purple, but it looks better just this deeper blue over here. So actually, let me
It's not Isaac because you gotta.
let me
little bit of
Get rid of
indigo.
that.
Indigo.
Where's purple?
just gonna saturate it down. What the heck's happening? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
I see you. You look so.
Cancel. Layer.
When you're really
Saturation.
far away, there's delay from when you got there because you like.
Kevin Sharp says freaky.
All right, that looks cool.
Isaac, I'm continuing another one of those because I
Alright,
know another.
he's
shop
like,
opens.
freaky? What is freaky?
Two more?
Why is it freaky?
It's so many.
Let me just put this down.
Wacom is a brand. Cintiq is a type of tablet. I know.
Let's see if that's
I just
what it
the old Wacom tablets. You just called them Wacom tablets. You didn't. You're like, oh, it's the Intuos. But yeah, it's an Intuos. Before the Cintiqs came out, everyone just called them Wacom tablets.
Yeah. Roscoe Davis says, Mike, on the subject of color, have you had any thought on the Lone Star Commission piece color?
100%.
Roscoe, email me about that again, so I have it at the top of my email. Because no, that's a very good question. That's a very good point. Maybe, yeah. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to give our buddy Lone Star here a halo.
Oh,
When you give him a new
Not that
color,
he's an angel. Not that he's not.
I knew it.
It's kind of like Sugar Ray, huh?
Well, because he's got all this
Why is it
all
breaking?
this stuff
Where are you?
around him.
Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know it's not mine, but I'll see if I can use it. Oh, no, we won't finish that.
I don't know that song.
Huh?
I don't know that song.
Every morning there's a halo hanging. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. You know Sugar Ray, yeah?
No.
Spread your love on fly?
Nope.
Spread your love on fly. No? No Sugar Ray?
Still don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Still have no idea what you're talking about.
Just shut the door, baby. Shut the door, baby.
Why is that happening?
We're
Oh, because I'm using that.
90.
Mm.
All right. So,
Is that my pet over there?
No plays damage.
Okay.
so here, what I do.
Guy standing here.
This is a simplistic way to do this kind of stuff. Is just select
Another
areas.
one chasing you.
Simplistic. Psychic spies from China trying to steal your mind's elation. Little girls from Sweden dream of silver screen quotation.
For 120
If you want these kinds of dreams, it's
What the heck? There's a level 5.
Californication.
Oh, no, I don't know that song. I mean, I know the song. I just don't know the song.
That was the level that was chasing me.
Do do
Oh,
do.
here he is.
A fuzzy creature says he's better off. Sugar Ray was awful. Awful. Captain Hilt says, Blacklist Universe, what are we working on here? Just color fun? Hey, color in his covers.
Well, this isn't a cover.
It's not a is it a trading card?
This is just something Kevin drew. I might use it as a trading card. I'll probably use it as a trading card. But I don't know if I need another trading card. So I'm just kind of, I don't know. I kind of got the coloring bug, and I was doing the actual trading cards. So I was like, I have this piece from Kevin. So all right, I think that.
It's communication. Colors by Nanjan Jamberi. J. Nanjan Jamberi.
Yeah, he's better than me at this. So
I'm gonna get this guy.
I kind of dig that color scheme you got going on there.
well, thank you. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, most of the he's definitely done with his coloring though. He's definitely done a little bit more
Kill someone.
value shading than you've done though.
No, he's modeling. He's doing a lot of modeling, and this is all just selecting color.
Mm.
There's no actual modeling in any of the colors I've been doing.
Oh, it kind of gives it a cool look though.
Yeah, it's sort of a 90s. I mean, this style of coloring became very popular in the 90s, and a lot of people still use it. So, and it is a lot faster than modeling or modeled colors.
I didn't know it was a first.
No, they're attacking it.
With the image already has quite a bit of shading.
Oh no.
So
Oh gosh.
when you've got that much shading, I mean, a simpler coloring.
How many?
Oh, it looks kind of dope, man.
I get
Yeah, that actually goes well with what Kevin's drawn. There you go.
Try.
Mike Miller will spend the next 30 minutes coloring at Lone Star's crotch.
your your business.
It's all for the art. It's all for the art. Don't. Seth says, I'm actually learning a lot from Mike right now.
Oh, maybe I should do this on the art channel instead.
Gigantic Android says it'd really pop if you made the blood on the knife green. I don't
Make
think
it
we've
what?
encountered anybody yet that has green blood, right? None of the antagonists are green-blooded creatures. Maybe in the future.
Well, there are some, socialists. They're green with envy.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
Get it?
Mhm.
Socialism. It's based on envy. Never mind.
Man, and so earlier today I was reading from Federalist Paper number 10.
Yeah.
And it was just like a straight up refutation of socialism in Bernie. Madison's
Not shocked.
Madison was just such a genius. Pablo Romero Art says, now on Mike Draws How to Color a Crotch.
That's right.
The 5-hour instructional video.
You know what, man? Everybody's got a crotch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that might be a niche that hasn't been filled.
That's right. You know that kid's book, Everybody Poops? Well, this is my coloring tutorial. Everybody's got a crotch.
Yeah, everybody poops. Everybody's got a crotch.
Right. Followed by my hit. Everyone has a.
Well, actually, I saw this dude on a YouTube video, and it looked. I don't know if it was a birth defect or like a thalidomide type of thing, but he might not have had a crotch.
Really? You're gonna go there?
Yeah. Mostly everybody. Statistically, everyone has a crotch.
That's right. Unless you're just cut off at the abdomen.
Yeah.
For some really sad reason.
Yeah. Some sort of tragic accident. You zoom out when you get a chance, because that is looking dope, man. This it's like a bit more muted. I don't know if this is what the final one's going to look like, but man, that is. Yeah, what do you think, audience? Do you like that kind of like fire lit, like it's night and he's just kind of lit by the fire around and not like bright white light?
Yeah, but that's what you do. That's how you bring the character into the background. Is you bring the background color into the character. So.
Seth says you need to put a big glint of light off the knife right around the crotch. Draw the eye to the real masterwork.
You guys are the worst.
You'll have to excuse Mike sometimes in his later days. He's become a little crotchety.
So I haven't talked about all the mess today with Mr.
Murphy. You know, I'm missing. You know what I'm missing though? I'm missing a piece of that equation. Because just in case, let's orient the audience real quick. We do this sometimes. We talk about stuff and we assume everybody has the framework for what we're talking about. Yeah. There is an artist named Sean Gordon Murphy. He works for DC Comics. He is just immensely popular right now for his Batman White Knight series. He has become friends with another artist, the creator of Earthworm Jim, a fellow named Doug Tenapples, if you will. And through the years, I think they've been exchanging art. And Doug talked him in, or Sean Gordon Murphy volunteered to do a cover for Doug Tenapples' new graphic novel called Bigfoot Bill. Now there was an artist who is a bit of an activist, I guess. In the vernacular, some people would call her a social justice warrior. Her name is Tess Fowler. About 3 days ago,
Here, I'm gonna
she raised a little bit of a ruckus on Twitter about that.
Was it that long ago?
You can whistle.
It's just a couple of days ago,
I just thought it was like just maybe 2 days.
maybe 2 days. And so who knows what was sent behind the scenes, but she essentially lambasted Sean Gordon Murphy indirectly
I'm gonna need a
for his association with Comicsgate apologists, and bigots.
Which one?
I think the bigot being Doug TenNapel.
We're gonna need more arrows.
I'm not saying that Doug TenNapel is a bigot, and I would disagree with
Oh,
that.
we're
but
all bigots.
that was the that was the accusation. Okay.
That's the funny thing. If you go look up the definition of bigot, literally, I don't know anybody in the human race,
Mm.
not a bigot. We all hold to our beliefs.
Hello, fellow Earthlings.
I'm the only bigot. I'm the only non-bigot on the planet. I will believe whatever you tell me at any given time.
Me am totally human and not wearing a meat suit.
I do not have any beliefs that I will maintain when confronted by someone else with any level of intolerance. You are a robot who changes your programming with anyone you speak with.
And so, in reaction to that, there's some pieces of information I don't have, and from whatever vector, Sean Gordon Murphy felt pressure. He talked to Doug TenNapel, and Doug TenNapel gave his friend sort of permission to throw him under the bus a little bit, and gave him graceful exit. But the long and short of it is that the Sean Gordon Murphy cover will no longer be part of the Bigfoot Bill graphic novel.
That's the long and the short of it.
Now, there is, but I have no direct knowledge of this. I don't know that this happened. This is all speculation unless somebody has actual confirmation from Sean Gordon Murphy or
what? Which part?
And so the speculation is why the pressure mattered to Sean Gordon Murphy. So some people are speculating that DC Comics put pressure.
No,
on,
they didn't.
Yeah.
I think that's a.
That
So,
one.
so I guess the interesting question is why it mattered to Sean Gordon Murphy in actuality.
Which one is missing?
I don't know. I guess because he's got a multi-million-dollar deal with DC or something, and he doesn't want some windbag SJW starting some letter writing petition to.
Right. And have you heard the CEO of have you heard the CEO of Warner Media, Stanky, speak?
Stanky.
Yeah. The CEO of Warner Media is a fellow named he is the COO of AT&T, and now he is the CEO of Warner Media, which is the parent company of DC.
No, I haven't heard him speak about what.
Anything.
No.
Yeah, let me pull him up. Let's see. And we can probably play like 5 or 10 seconds or something, yeah?
Annie Hayes says, "All right, Bigfoot Bill has hit over $79,000. That's fantastic. Could we get Bless This Mess over 5? That'd be great." He has. I'm pretty sure he's made more money off of Sean Gordon Murphy not doing the cover than he did having Sean Gordon Murphy doing the cover. Which to me is kind of funny.
All right, I want you to listen to this guy and see if you think he will really be, if he's someone who sounds like they would be intimidated by.
They're going back in the forest.
Let's see, let me find something newer than this.
than that. 120?
That level.
I'm finding it.
So long.
I'm finding it.
Hey, Isaac, can
Take
I
your
have
time.
another
So. No. Raptor. Victor.
bone? Where are you?
So there. By yourself.
We'll just be here waiting.
Yeah, here we go. He doesn't strike me. He doesn't strike me as someone who would be particularly well. You'll see. All right, I've got old Stinky up. Let's see. Let me make sure the volume is maxed up. Yeah. Maxed out. You ready? You'll probably have to share my screen to hear it.
Killed the raptor. Wasn't it? War. That one alive.
Characterizing as
Wait, Raptor, be dead.
some reason I'm trying to hang on to this job irresponsibly because I like doing the things that come with it. I will tell you, while I very much like what I do, the reason that I'm continuing to have a role at Warner Media, in addition to my other responsibilities, is what I would consider to be intelligent management decisions around as you bring people in, have new leaders come in and settle them into jobs, as you restructure an organization, pivot that organization to a new product launch and a new position. There's a right time and a wrong time to transition leadership. And I think we're trying to be very deliberate around when that right time is. And as I've said publicly, I don't expect that I will function in the head of Warner Media in forever. That there will be a change that will come.
Can we narrow that time frame from forever to?
Yeah. So he's not.
Stuff in my body.
This is not. I've listened to him speak a couple of times now, and my suspicion is
Why would I need to
that people's imaginations kind of ran wild, and they're like, "Oh no, people are going to be talking, and they're going to be saying Doug is a transmogrophobe and a transformer phobe, and oh no!" But if somebody had actually ran that up the chain to that absolute unit of a man, right? Can you see somebody trying to explain? All right, so on the Twitter, this one time, Doug Tenable was kind of mean to a trans person, and Sean Gordon Murphy drew a cover for him.
I don't see that kind of crap ever getting to someone that high.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I don't think a guy like that is going to give two rats butts about freaking about DC at all.
Yeah.
DC is an afterthought at this
But
point.
whoever would cut out what is likely to be Sean Gordon Murphy's highly lucrative imprint is going to have to articulate eventually to that man at Warner Media and say, okay, why did revenue drop? Why did you have no revenue growth in your sector? Right? Or why is there a loss? And some weasel is going to have to try and explain Doug Tenable's tweets. And then they're going to go, well, what does that have to do with Sean Gordon Murphy? Well, but Sean Gordon Murphy was friends with Doug Tenable and drew a piece of artwork for him. And? Well, as we all well know, if you draw art for someone, you completely endorse everything they've ever done or said, and them as a person and all their positions, and it's nonsensical. And I believe listening to people like Stanky speak, these are people who are driven by normative sound business principles and not wackadoodle musings of coercive wingnuts.
All right, gotcha. Oops.
By the way, if anybody in the audience is irritated by this stuff, don't just go watch another YouTube video. Don't go make another YouTube video. Make sure you are registered to vote and convince 5 to 10 of your closest friends to vote for Donald Trump. In his first term, he appointed 220 federal court judges. 220. The Article 3 judges, Mike, Article 3 of the Constitution, there's only 890 federal court judges. Trump has essentially appointed 1/4 of the existing federal judges, 2 members of the Supreme Court justice. So if he gets another term, he's going to get to appoint another Supreme Court justice and maybe another 200 justices to federal courts. I mean, that's
it. Game over, man. We win for
Yeah.
a generation.
Yeah. So, like, if you see these things, like participating on YouTube, articulating your ideas, don't just be a consumer of stuff. Translate that into real world action. And just making endless videos whining about stuff changes nothing. I mean, if it did, weren't we all making videos 2 years ago about SJWs and comics?
Well, that's changed stuff.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Well, I think in the case of DC Comics and some of these other places, I think they are conforming to normative business practices, right? And somebody like to tweet on Twitter is not a normative business practice.
Yeah. I honestly don't think DC had. I don't know. I wasn't in on the phone call.
Yeah. I think. But here's what we do know, though. I don't think that. I think that Sean Gordon Murphy signed up to be Douglas TeNaples' friend, but not a warrior in any sort of fight or a fighter in any sort of battle.
Yeah.
I think he just wants to be a storyteller.
Yeah.
And probably that's the way most people should be. It's just there's a group of people who won't let people do that. And they're not just constrained or limited to the people we traditionally call SJWs. I mean, I was looking around. I don't even like the term SJW anymore. It doesn't mean anything. What I don't like is I don't like coercion. Like either persuade, dissuade through argumentation, ideas, or a better example. But I see people who are nominatively, supposedly, allegedly on our side who use the exact same techniques of coercion, and that's kind of dirty, ugly.
It's true. It's Pravda.
I was trying to split all of
Remember that? I don't know if you watched Saturday Night Live way back then.
It's Pravda.
Yeah, it's Pravda.
Fly Fox Pro says the problem with that is they were already after him because he's not woke enough. It's too late. Maybe not. Maybe not. I suspect that normative business practices will percolate down the chain from AT&T. Now, it's 2020. Every single major corporation is going to have some sort of woke signaling, right? All right, they're going to have something for Pride Month. They're going to have something, they're going to have some public overtures of wokeness. It's just that is the reality of large publicly traded corporations in 2020.
Yeah.
What the price of AT&T stock is? I might have to buy me some. know Disney stock has taken a pounding.
Thanks, people.
As well as it should.
Let's see. AT&T had a little bit of a dip. Well, I had a big dip in February, but it's been inching back up and then dipped again. It is below the 6-month average, though, $37 a share. It was down 15 cents today. It's dividends. Does AT&T even pay dividends?
I don't know. I haven't played Monopoly in a while.
Let's see. What is Disney stock price? Disney's going to take even more of a beating, I think. Disney is at $115. Price per earning on Disney, it needs to come down. That ratio is horrible. But Disney is almost at a year-long low.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I mean, we know that with the continued spread of the coronavirus, that DC's first and second quarter revenues are going to take a beating, a shellacking, because all it's going to take is about 500 more cases of the coronavirus in the United States, and people are not going to attend public events. They're not going to attend theme
Oh, they're
parks.
already shutting them down, dude.
Yeah.
They postponed Emerald City.
Oh yeah.
Well, they didn't cancel it outright. They said they're going to do it later in the year. So it's already happening. Already there, my brother.
The Comics Bear says Bear might have to back the dirt worm after this cancel culture stuff. No bueno. Well, back it if you want a good thing, right? I mean, you know that's going to be a good. And I've got to do a giveaway soon because I've got this page here from the original.
Oh, snap. Hey, Elijah, can you go in the kitchen and grab me that very large envelope that I got in the mail today? I got something from Doug today. I didn't even
Oh, yeah?
bring it up while he was on my stream.
But the thing is, I think in contesting with the people called as SJWs, a lot of people have actually abandoned their principles because they look at the people they call SJWs and say, "Wow, you've got pitchforks. We've got pitchforks too." And so it just becomes the battle of the mobs. And
okay, no.
Let's
see what Doug sent me.
Nice.
I want to see what Doug sent me. But Comicsgate Con was going to happen. Guess not now. Well,
that's at least that's a good excuse. Yeah, we really wanted to do it, but with the fear of coronavirus for the next 5 years, oh
please.
All right, and is that the cartoon?
It's the cartoon, yeah.
Dang, son.
Sent me the strip. Goodness.
Well, if you're just tuning in, Mike S. Miller has got a comic strip book project on Kickstarter called Bless This Mess. It's a comic strip about Mike, his wife, and their 5 young children. Now, when Mike launched this, Doug happened to be on the show, and he was like, hey, Doug, you want to draw a strip for me? And Doug was like, yeah, we can do that. And Doug drew this live on the program.
Yep. So, very cool. I'm not sure what I should do with it. Doug sent it to me and said, do whatever you want with it.
Do what thou will. Wow.
Do what you do with it. 50 confirmed.
50 confirmed.
I think you'd probably have to.
But I will make a show, and I'm going to do this soon. This is an original piece of artwork from Bigfoot Bill 1. And so I'll do a promo show, and I'll schedule it, but I'll give this away to somebody.
Oh, nice.
because I've had it for for a while now, and it should have another home. So I'll give my audience a chance to win some.
Very
So-
nice.
And it's got a pretty good Bigfoot bill on here. Got a couple of them. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I have a splash page where they're all like playing cards and stuff. All right. Let's see. Is that all of him that needs to be? And we just do a little spot here.
Ray Thulu says, make a copy of it, then burn it live. P Money says, send it to me, Mike. Simple answer.
See that now? His face is a very wrong color. Let me hide that.
Yeah.
Just the color on his
So
face.
I've been saying it would be dope to have an African American member of the Unknown Soldiers. Everett Todd says, send it to Dee Dee as a thank you. Jay Hamilton says, is this from Soul of the Soldier? This encounter?
Oh,
This
this
is
drawing? No.
this is a piece done by Kevin Sharp.
Yeah. I'm doing that with my mouse, and I have my Wacom tab on my Cintiq.
His goggles aren't tinted blue, are they?
Yeah, they are.
They are?
Whoops, dang it. I always hit command and do it. What the heck is that? Inverse? No. You. There we go.
Oh. I'll kill you all.
There we go. Oh, his face, eyes.
Yeah. I'm gonna put some white in the. And is he? Wait a minute. He shouldn't have pupils at all. What is he?
He can at this moment.
I guess, yeah. Because in the first book, when he's fighting Svalrog, his pupils are still showing.
Yeah, it's not. It's when he's using his power specifically. So.
Yeah.
And I can throw out some white here. You talking about me?
What's that? What happened?
Oh, I just said no one loses like he does, and I thought maybe he was talking about me.
Oh.
All right, zoom that out.
Force Ghost Fabio. No, I did not do that much work. I did not. He says Edwin should get an associate editor credit for Lone Star 2. I did not do.
Actually, I'm gonna send you the final file. Just give it a read through.
Okay. Like fine tooth?
Well, it'll be after it's already lettered, but just kind of a last run through to make sure.
Cool. Are you just lettering and grammar, or are you looking for art?
Nothing I can change. I'm not changing the art at this point. I feel like it needs something. Maybe I should bring this up a bit.
power of the flush will save me.
Actually, what it could use, and you don't want to mess with it now though. His goggles are busted, right?
Yep.
But his suit is pristine, unless I'm missing it.
Yep.
And he's got blood.
About it. Obviously, he got decked in the face by the strongest supervillain in all of comics. So,
Yeah.
actually, I kind of want to give him a little red tint here.
Yeah.
Meaning
Wow.
this guy.
You making a different layer for that? Are you on the layer you think you are?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. I'm just looking at it, and it says layer 1.
Oh, boom, boom,
Well, I haven't
boom,
done
boom,
anything yet.
Okay.
Boom, boom.
Maldicitian. Maldo. I just can't say your name. He says, "Wish you were working in Superman, Mike, as an artist and a writer."
Oh, thank you. I already worked as an artist, so.
I just heard something big and I started.
Well, actually, you can see America's Superman in the Magnificent Seven, featuring America's Superman, Dean Cain.
That's true.
There you go.
Jay Hamilton says, "Who is the villain?" You have seen the villain in promotional material.
Yeah.
Ray Thulin says the Iron Cross. Actually, no, you've seen the villain in a flashback scene, right?
You know what?
In a flashback scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, the 10th page of Lone Star Heart of the Hero. It's just a little guy right there, and he's moving kind of fast.
Moving that.
Woo-wee, oh-wee, oh.
Dude, just tore apart.
There you go. I believe in the comic itself, this is the first depiction of the Iron Cross. He's not named, but he's drawn with a dark black costume here, or a black appearing costume, and a white cross.
All right. Do I want to do anything? I feel like. Oh, you know what I need to add? White. And I need to figure out what the heck layer this flame is on because it is bugging me.
Flame on.
Nope.
Fire it up.
There it is. All right.
In fuego.
I think he's more mad about the fact that I shut off the power. While there's
This is hopefully everybody has already purchased Lone Star, and I'm obscuring some stuff so it's not a spoiler for anybody, but some of the pages, and I realize my lighting is probably blowing some of this out. What a great page.
Spoiler.
Well, no, I've got my finger over the spoiler.
Oh, shoot. You know what I need this 100%. All right. All right. Oops. Just doing some.
Kevin Sharp says, "I wanted to be visceral. Something cringy about busted lenses near his eyes. Something cringy. Something cringy. It's not cringy. Something. Maybe cringy shouldn't be there. Oh, Force Ghost Fabio says there was an actual satanic ritual performed in Washington State Capitol building this week. Godless people up here running things. Well, my corona.
Was Alexandria or occasional cortex there?
All right.
Was she officiating?
Maldicentian, can you write your name phonetically? Because I would like to be able to say your name correctly. Just Maldicentian. Yeah, Maldicentian, write your name phonetically so I can say it correctly. But he says, Mike, you oughta do a comic about a Californian-themed vigilante who fights an intrusive state government.
What?
Uh,
Tyler.
Taxation is theft.
We're in the starting line.
taxation is indeed theft. Can't deny it.
Mecca McChee says, ooh, my aching lungs. Ooh, that smell.
Your lungs? What? Why?
Can't you smell that smell?
Why your lungs, man? Why your lungs?
First Ghost Fabio says he was in Olympia, Washington. Yeah. God is,
that Washington.
God's not
Yeah,
much.
well, I'm not shocked about that. That Washington is possibly as bad as the other Washington. I've been to Olympia.
Was it Olympia?
No, it's where they make Olympia beer. I've been to the brewery. That was my dad's brand when we were growing up.
Ray Thulu says a Californian hero could do battle against San Fran's Golgothan poop demon. Golgothan poop demon.
No, it'll be his arch nemesis will be the San Francisco.
Oh, the San Francisco. No. I know. Everything's horrible all the time. You hear my dog grumbling?
Yep.
Yeah. Everything's horrible all the time.
Straight.
Oh, boy, that's a knife. Looks like it's going right into his leg.
I'm trying to make sure I get the line right.
The what?
Looks like one of those super cheap $5.
San Francisco. Pooperoni. That's San Francisco treat.
That's nasty.
Super cheap.
Yes, it is. As is the city.
Yeah.
Like the one you kind of wish.
It's a nasty edge on that blade. Nasty.
This one is.
Nasty go. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
All right. That was lovely, Isaac.
P Money says, I'm still trying every day to get Mike to draw a Canadian. Oh, you scrolled up on me. A Canadian hero trying to save maple leaf cookies from the tyrannical Canadian government. Tyrannical.
Kind of dig it.
Yeah, man, I like those tones in the firelit look. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm not sure if I want to make that layer. Hold on, let me duplicate this layer and just see if it looks bad. Yeah, it's too far. Too far gone. That's good enough. That is good enough.
All right, rotate out the comment. We've had Sharon Marlowe's up there for a while. We love Sharon Marlowe, but we've got an equally great comment from Neon Rogue, which will flatter your ego.
Looks awesome.
I figured you would enjoy that.
Gosh, do I want to do another trading card? These things are already costing me money.
How much money?
Yeah.
Of course, now I need to take Kevin Sharpie Sharp's signature.
Yeah.
This teeny tiny thing here.
Wow, that is minute.
Yeah.
Well, he kind of hit it. You know, Kevin, if since your last name is Sharp, I mean, could you not like draw like the P with like a knife edge or something? You know, like make it work. You know, you've got this great last name, Sharp. But your signature is kind of dull. See what I did there, Cal? See what I did? Mecca McChee says, I'm going to lose my mind if I get another trading card.
All right. Note to self: no trading card for Mecha McCheese. Duplicate layer. Invert. Boop.
Nighthawk Warrior says, Mike, is this a new Lone Star costume? This is Kevin Sharp's version, and then Mike has lit it so it's at night here, presumably, and it's lit by the fire, so it gives it a different color tone.
No. This is the World War II.
Oh yeah. Spoilers. Stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the costume people associate with him with in the World War II era.
Yeah, the OG. If you look at the Punchin' Nazis cover,
Yeah.
but the color palette here is different than what you're used to on the Punchin' Nazis cover because it's lit by firelight. Right? And so that changes the values of the color. Kevin Sharp says, Edwin, it used to be, my signature used to be in a razor blade. There you go. I do it in a Bowie knife, because that's kind of cool. Kevin Sharp.
Look at that Bowie. It's the only thing of that kind of a blue hue on the whole thing. Just kind of pops out.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to give it a slightly green hue, though. But
What would happen if you took the red off the blade and put just like the suggestion of his reflection in there? How hard would that be?
no.
Because that'd be cool.
No.
That'd be dope.
No.
Dope. It'd be super double.
No.
Double awesome. Super duper double awesome. Carlo Matt says, hey, Mike in the gang. It's like Cool in the Gang with much less soul.
Oh, wait, you know what? No, let's not do that. All right, let's close this one out. Open it up as the JPEG. I forgot what yeah, so here's the costume. Oh, I forgot he had red trunks. I kind of like him with the blue trunks. Or whatever.
It works, man.
Either way works.
Yeah.
Open. You saw all the other ones I did, right? Like Gary's.
Let me see Gary's. The flag looks good. What is the flag is torn, maybe?
Yeah. Ever seen torn? That's Gary's, and then I did.
Can I get a platform right there, Tyler?
Oops. Open.
Kind of weird position.
I did Sharp. Where is it?
I'll have to take it.
Ah. I guess I'll just open it this way. I did Kanan's.
So bring your good times
Dude.
and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Battle damage. The Iron Cross stole his briefs.
Now that's a good one. Damn. Different color palette here.
Yeah. Very subdued colored palette.
Yeah.
Will we get all these with Lone Star 2 redo? No, these are for Lone Star 2. There's no Lone Star 2 redo. There's only Lone Star.
Trusty Sidekick says, let's see Randy Green. Randy Green.
Hold on. I'm trying to get to the ones I did.
Yeah. There you go.
The Malin.
Revamping the drop pod in the next update.
That's very orange.
Yeah.
Question.
I like it. Yeah, baby. So yeah. So I'm waiting. Kanan has to send me the high res on this one.
Mm-hmm. Have you thought about what kind of color palette you're going to use on this?
No. I don't think that far ahead, man.
Boom, 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 boom.
The Randy Green cover is not in this folder, is it?
May not be. It is the Lone Star Colors.
There's the expandables.
Oh no.
Where is the Randy Green cover? I don't know if it's in this folder. Oh, but there's the okay, here's the scene. Yeah, he did. He colored them a little more teal than I did, but
Yeah. No, but in that it works. In that it works.
yeah. Open.
They get Iron Cross.
Here's my Randy Green.
P Money says Blacklist Universe. Can Lone Star run on water?
No.
No.
I remember when we.
He could probably swim as quickly as Johnny Weissmuller.
Oh my God, look at his pants. What page is that? There's the Lone Star. I'm using that as a cover instead of the trading.
Oh, okay. What do you call that? Proud to be an American? Ray Thulu says, how long until Mike gives us Bizarro Iron Cross?
It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Everything will make sense. Don't worry. Someday it'll all make sense. You guys, this is the one you guys are gonna be like, what the heck is that for like 10 years?
This is delayed payoff, huh?
Delayed.
Look at his forehead, though. Look at his forehead. Look at his forehead. Ooh, it's tiny. Ooh. Clues. They're not Blues Clues, but they're Blues.
Blues. All right. So let's stop screen sharing. That's enough art for you guys tonight. Malin trading card, it was Malin, right? Made it look like he could run on water. Maybe he's just running through a puddle. You ever think about that?
Let's see.
Speed? No, he does not have super speed. He has super reaction speed.
He's Lone Star could probably sprint as fast as the fastest Olympic sprinter.
And his reactions are Bruce Lee level.
Yeah.
So when will Lone Star be shipped? Well, I was told that I'm going to be getting the final letters on Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah. So I'm gonna, after that, I will send that to a couple people, Edwin included, to make sure there's no gaffes, goofs, tangents, stuff like that. And then if there's any corrections necessary, I'll get that done. And hopefully I'll have those files to the printer this week. So shipping will be, it takes 2 weeks as long as the printer's not backlogged. 2 weeks to print. And so we should be on the road soon. Ritter forgot the patches on his jacket. Oh, dang it. That's right. I forgot. Oh, is that the one he forgot? Because I know he forgot it before, but then he went back and he fixed it. And I don't know if he sent me the wrong file. But I forgot to do Das Flag.
Das Flag. Let's see. Ray Thulu says Lone Star gets plus 10 to his initiative roll. It's probably about plus 6, but yeah. Oh, yeah, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Whoops.
Kung Flu Kitty says, on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. do 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 do. I can't wait to get on.
All right, so let's just convert the color here. Oops.
Mhm. Captain Hilt says, doesn't Monster Hunt have to be done, or will that ship separately? So I think people who didn't have Monster Hunt once, you know, I mean, you're gonna, as soon as you get stuff that you can ship, you're gonna start shipping, right?
As soon as I have stuff that I can ship, I will be shipping. So if you ordered both, then you're gonna be waiting until Monster Hunt is in hand. He's not done coloring that yet, so but I just want to make sure I can get out what I can get out. So
Mike, I'll be right back.
no worries. There are, I sold significantly less Monster Hunt than I did Lone Star, so I will take care of the Lone Star onlys
Ouchie.
first while I await Monster Hunt.
Run, Tyler, run.
But I want to get into fulfillment already. It's been way too bloody long, and it's kind of irritating me. And John didn't draw enough stripes on this flag. Saturation, lightness.
Oh, there's a menace right there.
Hue.
Run, Tyler,
All
run.
right.
Oh, I'm alive! I'm alive!
What is that? What is that one thing? That one thing is. Does anybody know what that is? Brush. I don't know what that is. All right, I'm just going to save this off. Yeah, I don't need those to be bright. It does look a little blue, though. Dust levels on that. That's too bright.
Well, I need a flamethrower right now.
Nah, that's okay.
I would like a flamethrower very much.
All right. Why is it every time I hear that Willie Nelson on my brain plays Merle Haggard? I don't know. There's that Chinese-made American flag again. Well, he only had 2 hours to draw it, so I like this one. I like the splashy water and the orange background and stuff. I think it looks cool. So, anyways, stop sharing. There we go. On the road again. So let me close this one out. W. All right. No more of that for me. I'm done. What would you say, Maldicientin? What would you say is the biggest problem you face when producing your crowdfund comics? Counting on other people. Counting on other people to meet deadlines. That's I don't know. I don't think that's necessarily just crowdfunding comics. I think that's just producing comics in general. I have been I wasn't technically the publisher. I was the executive administrator. But when I ran my own comic book company, yeah, it's the same thing, man. Artists are notoriously unreliable people. I'd say myself included, but I've always hit my deadlines. So you should always share. It's only right. So yeah, it drives me nuts counting on other creatives to make deadlines when you're I've got 3,300 orders waiting to fulfill, and I'm sitting here waiting months past my deadline for freaking coloring because my colorist, I don't want to throw him under the bus, but he took on more work than he could do and get my stuff to me on time. So So about that Game of Thrones cover art, is it possible to include it in the Lone Star package as well? No, it's not. I don't own the copyright on that, so negative. Dragon says, the more people you can remove from doing something, the easier life will be with getting things done in most cases. Yes, look at Gary. Gary is just cranking out his books because he's doing everything on it. He's doing everything. So it's yeah. Still looking for a cure for procrastination. I believe that's called discipline, and it's in short supply among us artist types. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a cure for procrastination, but I'll get around to looking for it.
There you go.
You'd think that such a precarious profession, artists would encourage people to be reliable. Lucky thing, man. Okay, so my colorist who
In the world.
on Magnificent Seven, homie got that book done. It's done. Oh, that's what I can color next is my covers.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. I did scan that in. I just don't think I've ever opened it up. Orangey. Orangy. All right, let me
Mandarins. They're mandarins. They're the Oriental orange.
That'd be cool versus game mode.
App scan. I scanned this in and I forgot to ever put it on my computer. Bam.
Boom.
Hello, nurse. So there we go. I can
Gun girl. You should start with the gun.
That won't take long at all. Wow, amazing news cross. It's a self-supervising job. Yeah, that's the problem. We're a bunch of self-supervisors.
Captain Hilt says, I've become a bigger Gary Shipman fan every day. Try Weight Watchers.
Wah, 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 wah. I apologize for my friend here, everyone. Come on. All right, so that's how you see all the blue. That's how you get rid of it. At least on a PC, you press Control, Alt, Shift, and then B. It converts to black and white, and then you select the cyan.
Ooh, cyan.
White it up. And bam, it's all gone. And then image mode, grayscale. Convert layers. Darken the blacks. Lighten the whites. That way, all of your lines, if you've scanned it in well enough, because you have to have it scanned in at a very high resolution for this to work. Because, see that? All the pixels are either black or white, except for these little, what the heck?
Where did that come from?
Little stragglers in there. Get out of here. All right. I had to do it twice.
Dark Admiral Marcher says, I like big puns and I cannot lie.
You need to stop. I need to send this. I haven't scanned this. I just finished scanning it, so I need to send this to Kate.
Our good friend Maldici says, you may consider to make comics in black and white like the old Savage Sword of Conan comics. I would be down for that if it was deliberately drawn to be black and white. Absolutely. Drawn and quartered has given me an entirely new appreciation for black and white artwork.
Caitlin cover. Bam.
Kung Flu Kitty says, Caitlin. I think it's Caitlin with a K, right? Caitlin Bennett.
Yep.
Hair is fab, which is short for fabulous.
Fabulous. Look at the hair. The hair. Savoir faire. Look at that hair. What time is it? Do I want to really start? Maybe. I can start another one. Seth says, thanks, Mike. I haven't felt this dumb since I learned about the rotate canvas after 2 years. Oh, you mean the getting rid of the blues? Yeah. What is the status on the A Song of Ice and Fire cover art? I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm really sorry to nerve you with this. Which one, Carla Matt? Be more specific. I've done 5 covers in the last 5 months.
We were just working on one this week, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Or I wonder if he's talking about the crowds.
Yeah,
the crowd.
one of them right here. One of them just came out, but this was one of the earlier ones. So the different they'll be coming out one a month, and I'll get my little box.
It's dynamite. You wanted to be up here, and now you're grounded. You don't know what you want. Yeah, I know. What you want is to grumble. That's what you want.
P Money says, as far as my wife is concerned, I'm staring at her hair.
There you go.
As well, you should be. The one from the giveaway. What is it? Tell me what's on it.
Was it a big old crowd scene, Carla Matt?
Oh, did you win? You're gonna have to email me and remind me what you won. I'm freaking drawing a blank. Yeah, and then I'll have to go check that out because it's Mr. Bubs.
Mr. Bubs.
I was about to buy some cool art from Gary, but he crashed. Wah, wah. Well, you know what you could always get instead?
Bless this mess.
Get some. Oh, hey, look, I got another backer. 82.
Nice.
43.82. Man, thanks, Nick. 43.80. Wow, that was a $90 pledge.
That's pretty good.
Nice. Oh, which means that was the early bird spatial. The early bird spatial. I need to kick it up a notch, otherwise I'm going to be very sketchy on.
You need to.
10K.
You need to do 2 things, and you either need to do it or you need to make your kids do it. You need a video.
I know.
And then you saw the little roadmap thing I showed you, yeah? How some of the people on Kickstarter make park maps.
Uh-huh.
Do's it. You got to do's it.
You got to know when.
We want to call it.
Ian Roke says, "Did Caitlin give the okay yet?" Okay.
Yeah. Caitlin is going to be signing covers. So,
Nice.
you need the okay for this particular cover. No.
With the gun, the big old gun. Nick C says, "What happened today? What did I miss?" I wonder if he's talking about Sean Gordon Murphy.
Oh. I've got a whole video on it. If you want to go watch it. Man, that video is doing quite well, too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. A Fuzzy Creature says, "You need your daughter to record the voice on the vid." Yes. She should probably sing some Les Mis on the vid. It would be appropriate. Force Ghost Fabio says, "Use your children to promote it." Yes. Yes. I believe the children are future. Boo-ba-doo, slave labor.
I believe slave labor is the future. Whoa. Superman sketch. Friday Night Auctions, and anime. All right, I've got to. Dang it! I need a new web mail client so I can. Bleeding Cool News. What?
What? On purpose?
Why is Kevin Ryan sending me to Bleeding Cool News?
I don't know. You should open it in like some sort of controlled sandbox. So.
Oh, it took me to their Facebook page.
Because Bleeding Cool. Now, is it Bleeding Fool or Bleeding Cool?
Yeah, Bleeding Cool.
Okay. The Bleeding Cool website will give your computer digital herpes. It will actually, Bleeding Cool's website will give your computer the coronavirus.
Yeah. It'll give you the runs too.
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds.
All right.
I am on my.
Oh, 4382 backers. If you have not backed already, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? What's up, Bianca? Out of curiosity, are you ever going to come on a stream, or are you just leading people on saying that you are?
Yeah, man. Perhaps you,
I will when I get my thing set up and my stuff. And blah,
yeah, perhaps you could muster the testicular fortitude.
Oh.
Testicular fortitude.
Good save on the CG badge on Elliot's Monster Hunt cover. Oh, you noticed that? Yeah, approved by Comics Great Authority has changed. Bianca's a T. He's a tease with digital herpes. Wait, I think that's from a different conversation.
Yeah. I think that was about the Bleeding Cool website.
Yeah. All right, should I work on young Caitlin here?
Caitlin?
So now what you do, I'll just show you guys step by step when you're coloring. So you've already seen converting to straight black and white pixels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now what you do is you duplicate this layer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Select color range. Bing, white. Max it out so you get all the white pixels. Okay. Now delete.
What?
What you have is a layer.
Automatically.
Layer of only black pixels, which means that if you create a layer between them and you want to fill it with red, it won't work. Oh, I am image mode RGB. Don't merge.
RGB easy as 1, 2, 3.
Although you should have your opacity on your fill tool to 100% if you want to do this demonstration. Bam! There you go.
Red.
You have a red layer, and then you have your only black layer. And then later on in the process, if you want to do what's called color hold.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I keep going to the wrong screens here. If you want to do a color hold, you can select an area of black. And it's just the blacks, right?
Right.
And then you could do a Command U function, which is not right on a Control U for the PC.
Mm-hmm.
Hit colorize, bink, and then you can lighten it up, saturate it, and change the hue to whatever you want it to be.
Oh, I don't want her to have green eyebrows though.
But I'm turning her into an SJW.
Oh no.
Poor Caitlin.
Oh,
all right. No. So that is how you do color holds, ladies and gentlemen. You learn something new every day. Mike, you could also set your line art layer to multiply. You can, but then you couldn't do what I just did. Eric Hawkins, a multiply layer has limitations that just adding a totally different layer has, or just doing a black layer has.
Oh, it's magic.
I know. All right, so if you want to be non-destructive, use a layer above that layer, turn it into a clipping mask.
Yeah, our layers got layers.
That's true.
And layers got layers.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to boringly select gun.
So what is selecting parts of the drawing called?
Hold on a second. You know what? Let me see if I can do this the easy way.
Ooh, magically.
And then you hit invert, and then you can pick a different layer here. Fill that up with pick a color, not red. Let's just call blue. A nice big blue gun, and then G.
I'll be so blue.
So obviously, that's going to
Whoa.
like stuff other than what I want, but
Whoa. It's like a freaky Charlie's Angels cover.
for right now,
I'll be so blue.
you need to stop that.
Without you.
So blue, blue. I'm so blue, I don't know what to do.
Is this a mission?
Neon Rogue, one of her powers is that she can wield any gun in existence.
That's right. She can pull them out of her hair. That'd be funny. Well,
And so if an ICBM had a trigger on it, she could wield it. Patriot missile.
she has a micro-sized Patriot missile right here.
Yes, indeed.
There it is.
Little hellfire right there.
I am so blue, I don't know what to do. Now, doing this with a mouse can get very tedious.
Oh, that's a. Mhm. Are you going to make the magazine blue?
Well, the point is this is just flatting.
Just flatting.
So I'm just getting all the, I'm going to separate the gun, and then I'll do a different, all the areas of color will have their own flatted area so that you can go in and select that area at a moment.
Flat.
So it's a time-saving device that takes a whole lot of time to set up.
Mm-hmm. Some people actually do this as a profession. They are flatters.
Yep. And remarkably, they charge like
Oh,
$15 to flat a page. It's crazy because it's the most tedious part of this whole process, and it takes a while, but it's a low skill job.
Oh, they really weren't kidding. Oh.
Doing it with a broken mouse is even worse. I can imagine that to be true. Yes.
No, I think it was the binary thing.
I'm sure in another couple of years there'll be AI agents that'll be able to suss this out.
Actually, there's some sort of a program. I can't remember. I saw it. I think maybe Elliot is aware of what it's called, but it'll just go in and create flatted areas. The problem is in Photoshop when you have a gap like this,
Oh no.
fill, it's like water. The color will run right through there. That's why I selected these areas, and then you got these random places that fill up with color.
Well, Bruce Lee said be like water.
Because
So
they
well
fill
done.
like water. He was
Yeah.
talking about Photoshop.
Yeah. It was probably, at the time it was probably Coral Draw 3, but yeah, I mean, we can generalize it out.
I liked Corel Draw. Oh, it's magic.
Eric Hawking says that flatters are weird. They like flatting and don't charge much. I would suspect to enjoy flatting, you would have to be moderately down the autism spectrum. Moderately.
Right? This is just such tedious, annoying work.
No.
Sadly, necessary.
But something like something with the blue and red, eventually that might make a cool cover for something. Just something simple. It's kind of not for this, but it's kind of cool.
It would be very graphic.
Yep. Graphic violence.
Tyler's the guy we need platforms. I need very often.
Maldisi says, do you remember Aldous Freehand? Aldous Freehand. I do not.
Oh gosh.
Alas,
Poor Aldous.
Aldous. We knew him well.
Apparently not.
Yeah, not at all.
Now the gun is all blue. Now I have to get rid of all the other blue. It's not the
Just
gun.
looked up as you were writing.
Yay, flatting. Anybody want flat for me?
Captain Hilt says, cover done. Very nice, Mike.
I'm sure she'll love it.
The little ones affect it.
She's like, that's exactly what I was hoping for.
Just put a couple of white stars on there, coloring the stars white, and say, yep,
Yep.
Sugar now.
done diddly done.
We're just
It's gold, son. That's gold, son. Print it. Print it. Ray Thulu says, kind of looks like a poster from a 1960s Roger Corman movie.
Ah,
It actually, right now, with this accidental coloring, from the flatting, it actually feels like something I've seen before.
it does feel rather 70s.
Nitrous oxide.
What is your son doing back there? Nitrous oxide.
I'm not going to do it.
He's playing some game with Bo.
Is going on. Kind of degeneracy.
What kind of degeneracy are you and Bo into?
Oh, it probably reminds everybody of like a classic Spider-Man suit. Blue and red. Boom, boom.
Oh, that's really vibrant.
I like about the ice grenade is
Vibrant.
Whoa!
Whoa! No, it is like something out of the 70s. You just need the kaleidoscope thing to kick in.
That is a great coloring. Wait. Oh, that didn't work.
This is when you break out the Wacom tablet. Makes it a little easier than a mouse.
Oh, a hexagonal area. Wow. An octagonal area.
Magic.
Well done. Did you guys ever get this egg?
What did you eat for dinner tonight, Mike?
Oops. Curry.
You're thinking about having curry, but
Curry. How about you?
we are going to have dinner here in about another 15 minutes. My wife is bringing back some fried chicken.
Hmm.
I don't make very good armor plates.
We had fried chicken yesterday. How funny. Hey, how funny.
Silver, gold, and blue.
Thank you, Jake. I'm honored.
Do. I like her, but she screwed up interviewing those Australians. What Australians? I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you going to flat the bullets separately than the bullet?
I like
Well,
how
right
you
now
use
I'm
the
just gonna
ice
flat
cream.
her and her utility belt. But
Because you're super zoomed in, like how much space would these bullets actually take up on the cover?
not much.
Well, you should do the bullet tips as like tracers. Have you ever seen tracer grounds?
Not in person.
Yeah.
They've got colored tips to identify them.
Ah. That's very non-politically correct of you to say that.
Tinted tips. Tinted tips.
Oops. No, I don't want to go that far. All right.
They're bullets of color.
Bullet of color.
BOC, if you will.
That's right. That's better. Welcome to 2020.
What?
What?
Seth Didymus says, Mike, we, the autistic portion of your chat, declare we like the flattened version of this cover and want to know how we can be flatters.
That's that.
What?
is The
We declare we like
uh,
the flatten.
I've got MBE.
How can you be flatters? I don't know. Do you have Photoshop?
There you go. There you go. You could probably even do it in GIMP, but it would probably be even twice as hard. GIMP.
In what?
GIMP? You've never seen GIMP?
No.
GIMP is open source Photoshop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it probably feels like Photoshop from like 6 years ago or 7 years ago.
Oh, that's all right. I was using CS3 forever.
Captain Gold's
New fancy fangled Photoshop had me confused for a long time.
Captain Hiltz, yes. If you're spacing the tracers, yeah, every 5th round or so.
You ever watched the video of those? I think they're Apache helicopters, just wrecking some. I don't know if it was target practice or what, but just like, you know, those 30 or 50 cal guns just going off like. It's so beautiful, man. Just wrecking this entire mountainside with these 50. I think they're 50 cals, but it's at night and you see all the trays around. It just looks like Star Wars. And it's like I think there were like maybe 3 of them lined up, all shooting at the same location. It was just like
getting the laser show, huh?
Yeah. It's beautiful, man.
Draken is telling would-be flatters to, he says, go look up drawn and quartered images, download them, and then flat them. I reckon if you tried to flat Weldon stuff, boy, that would be a challenge. A lot of curves where you would not expect there to be curves.
You bet. Even more when you get to the junction.
Conjunction junction, what's your function?
I was doing petticoat junction.
Oh, you were doing petticoat junction?
Yeah. Lots of curves, you bet. And even more when you get to the junction. Petticoat junction.
You know, strangely enough, I do not know that song.
Really?
I do not.
How about Green Acres?
Green Acres is the place to be.
TV from around the same era, so.
Fun living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan just kidding.
New York is where I'd rather stay. I get allergic smelling hay. Just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores, the stores, fresh air, Times Square.
You are my wife. Goodbye, city life. Curves are easy. It's the open spaces that are the issue.
No, we're going all the way to
And there's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction.
Hooking up words and phrases and sentences. Yeah. Schoolhouse Rock. I'm just a bill on Capitol Hill.
A bill, yes, I'm on your bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. It's been a long, long road to the something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be a lost someday. At least I hope and pray that I will. But today I am still just a bill. All right, let's do. Unfortunately, I have to do a different blue here because
Hmm.
I've done that one blue. So
Azure. No, it's not teal. It's kind of a powder blue.
well, it doesn't matter. These are just flats. I mean, I can literally use
It doesn't matter. Yeah,
the
yeah.
wrong color. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what color I
right.
use. It's just for separations.
Yeah, but it's still a live stream, so you don't want something to be too visually painful.
True. Like making these stars.
Fuchsia. Lime green.
Chartreuse.
Chartreuse.
Yes, I am just doing that to annoy.
You know, if she had a lariat or a lasso, she'd look like
Oh, we're gonna make that.
a little Wonder Woman-y. Wonder Woman.
Well, that's. I mean, I tell you, it's kind of
Tells me to
a tricky trick doing patriotic characters that don't just remind you of other pre-existing patriotic characters. Yeah.
It's tricky to rock around. That's right on. It's tricky.
Oh, it's the soul.
Walk around, it's right on down, it's tricky.
I met this little girly. Her hair was kind of curly. Oh no, we're gonna stop right there. Just remembering some of these lyrics. Nope. Shut it down. Shut it down.
I think I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna do this. Chartreuse.
I feel like Trump should pay for a new round of Schoolhouse Rock. Schoolhouse Rock in the age of Trump would be amazing.
It's true, it would be. The other problem is trying to identify things. Let's just say lots of artists do not draw things that make a lot of sense, but you don't notice till you work with them. That's true. And on the other hand, there are a lot of colorists that don't have a bloody clue when you draw something correctly, and then they'll color it just way off base.
Come and listen to a story about a man named Jed. A poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food. And up through the ground came a bubbling crude.
Oil, that is.
Black gold.
Texas tea.
Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Kim folks said, Jed, move away from there. I said, California is a place you want to be.
So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly.
Hills, that is. Swimming pools. Movie stars.
The Beverly Hillbillies. I grew up with all them shows. That was my staple, man.
A 3-hour stream. A
3-hour stream. The chat, it started getting rough. The chats were gone. If not for I got nothing. Dang, this one is not closing up. G. All
What's
right.
going on?
You got to use a different lasso.
Another vein, I have a vein working.
Yeah. The lasso of truth.
Yeah.
Nick C is California is not the place you want to be today.
California is a place you want to be. So they loaded up the truck in Beverly. All right. Let me just grab general vicinity here.
I just killed a whole swarm of bacteria instantly.
Oh no. That's terrible. All right.
Making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot.
Wouldn't you like to get away?
Sometimes.
You want to go.
What? Okay, I got
This really does seem like a stream that would have been better suited for Mike Draws comics.
Yeah. Roll out of bed. Mr. Coffee's dead. The morning's looking bright. Your shrink ran off to Europe and didn't even write. And your husband wants to be a girl. What? Cheers was madness. Madness. The forgotten lyrics.
Uh-oh. Lasso. Yeah, that's what Malin was always fetching about. Oops. Those transphobic cheers lyrics.
Oh, how long do we have to wait for some more Mandalorian?
I don't know. Got me, man.
That was one of the best things. Let's see. Okay, all right. Well, they wrapped filming. Oh, wow. Yeah, end of the year, October. Oh, well, you can wait. Enjoy it.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Yep. Yes, sir. A fuzzy creature says, "So this is how you color. Looks so easy. Actually, this is not coloring yet."
Yeah, this is just doing flats.
Neon Rogue says, "What did people think of that show?" I think he's talking about Mandalorian. I really enjoyed it. It reminded me of a Western, essentially.
Yeah, I liked most of it.
Yeah.
Most of it. Mostly. They mostly come at night. Mostly.
Mostly.
I don't.
You know what that's from?
It sounds familiar. What is it?
Oh, we could do movie quotes since why not? Someone in the channel now. They mostly come at night.
Jalapeno Milk says, "What is flatting? What is flatting, Mr. Mike?"
Oh my gosh, do I have to explain this again? You explain it this time.
All right, so flatting, he's just selecting and defining specific regions of a drawing with one monocolor so that you can just select that region and color that region or manipulate that region. It's flatting.
It's not very flattering, but it is flattering.
One of the things he did, and you may have missed this, Jalapeno Milk, is he converted everything to blank pixels, and then the original white pixels were transformed into a transparent layer.
Well, I just delete them.
Yeah. The pixels, they've been deleted.
Delete. You will be deleted.
Oh, is it different for?
Delineate.
Harry Gunner.
That's the flat
If we'll ever get good Doctor Who again.
Oh, man, I doubt it. Unless there's just some kind of sea change. But there's like years of good Doctor Who. Are we going to get new good Doctor Who? Probably not. You would have to have somebody at the BBC who's just like, all that was rubbish. And if it happens, there'll be a break. You know what I mean? So that whoever gets retconned or whoever's work gets discarded won't be offended and it won't cause a conniption.
It's already caused enough conniptions.
Yeah, I've heard like they've the Forever Child or something, and I was like, oof, that just kind of.
What's that?
The Doctor is different. Supposedly the Time Lords, the Gallifreyans, or essentially there was the Gallifreyans before they were the Gallifreyans, before they became the Time Lords, were an advanced technology, but not much advanced beyond where we are right now. I mean, a little bit, but not a whole lot, right? They discovered this child that would spontaneously regenerate periodically, called the Forever Child. They analyzed the DNA, the genetic material from this child, and did genetic editing on themselves based on what they achieved, what they learned from the Forever Child, and that's what gave the Time Lords, the Gallifreyans, their ability to regenerate. But it was limited to only 12 regenerations, right? All right. The Forever Child is the Doctor.
And somehow they ignored that the Doctor's first generation was as a boy.
Yeah. So essentially all the Gallifreyans come from the Forever Child, and then somehow I don't know if the Forever Child's memory was wiped in some of the generations or implanted with stuff. But so the Doctor is not the Doctor, but the Forever Child, and was the first Time Lord.
Have you been watching this garbage?
I read a write up of it. I watched like a minute clip.
Kill 3 dreadnoughts. Wipe 3.
Probably.
But it's just kind of nah. Because I like the old thing where like Rassilon and like these old spooky Time Lords and it just the limitation of the generations and stuff, which kind of totally destroys one of the plots where like the Time Lords pumped out energy to enable the Doctor to regenerate again. Yeah.
Yep. That was the end of Matt Smith's series.
Yeah.
Just didn't make any. They totally dumped all canon for this latest series.
Yep.
It's like, wait, how long have we been doing this? Since the 60s. So we've been...
Was the first Doctor Who in the 60s or the 50s? It's old, man.
Was it the 50s?
First Doctor Who, because I mean the old who was the Doctor? What was the actor before Pertwee?
I don't know.
It's not too bad. It's just like extra 1 day of enemies.
Tom Baker was my Doctor.
Oh yeah, but Pertwee was cool too. He was kind of not as cool as. Okay, you're right. An Unearthly Child, 1963. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Do, 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 do. Yeah, that was the eeriest music back. Man, when I'm like 8 years old, 9 years old, running back from school to watch Doctor Who. Oof, it's great. Well, Mr. Miller, I need to sit down and eat dinner with my wife, so I need to say goodbye to you.
Do you think, Chicken Wing?
All right, looking good. Zoom out real quick. So this is flatting. This is not coloring. He's just defining those regions.
Yep. Selecting areas, giving them their own color so that you can quick select them later to color them properly.
Very cool. All right. Night, Miller, and aloha, everyone else.
All right, brother. Peace out. All right, let's give a real quick checkup here. See if anybody has nope. Bless This Mess, ladies and gentlemen. Have you checked out Bless This Mess yet? It is a wonderful strip about me. It's more about my family, but it's about me and my family, the crazy things that happen in our house, and turned into a hilarious little yarn. So please do check it out. Links in the description. Bless This Mess. I'm not going to take the time to read one of these strips, but go through it, read some of them. And then we also have strips from Doug Tenable, Elliot Fernandez, Gary Shipman's going to do one, Kevin Sharp, Matthew Weldon, kind of the usual gang. Eric Nieltowski, I believe, is doing one. So get in there. You can get it for as little as $20, and that's 122 pages so far. Actually, it's got to be more than that because I already have strips in from Elliot and Doug. So it'll just keep growing. It'll keep growing. So get in there. Get yourself a book if you wouldn't mind.
Oh,
I might.
I'm not good at finding these.
Aloha. Enjoy the chicken. What time is it? 10:46. Ah.
I'm usually looking for tiny shiny things,
I mean, I want to work on this,
not big.
but at the same time, I kind of want to play Age of Empires. Oh, what to do? What to do?
Let's do this thing.
Of course, Elijah's busy doing something else, so.
Huh?
Nothing.
You want to play Age of Empires?
I said I kind of want to play Age of Empires. I kind of want to work on this, but I kind of want to play Age of Empires. I did take a nap earlier.
Why'd you look at this?
Isn't it funny?
Yeah, supply might be good. I'm gonna need it. Fucking Kawasaki.
Kind of glad we didn't do an auction tonight. I need to get some of this stuff done and out of my way, out of my hair.
No. Shoot
And as much as I enjoy doing auctions and drawn and quartered, boy, they take a bite out of my schedule. They really do.
You wanna cry, everybody.
All right.
He's after me. It's okay.
It's like
Oh, not her. That's not okay.
Gun kata.
Oh.
Gun fu. Gun
He
kata.
exploded.
Oh.
Ouchie, mama.
Oh, what was the name of that movie?
He exploded.
They had
You're
Gun
all
Fu, but it wasn't the name of the movie.
Where are you? Revive me, Drake. Revive me.
Oops. Oops.
Yeah, I don't like staying still when I die.
All right, lasso. I'm here trying to pay very close. These are the kind of little things that colorists usually miss. It's like, you know, when there's holes in hair and stuff like that. It hits me. That's why I'm
Really?
always in like doing color
Oh.
corrections and stuff when I get colors in. I'm fine with correcting. I want them to look good. I want them to look right. Go play with your kids. How are the sketch cards coming from the guys? Sketch cards are done.
Yep.
Oh, you mean like printing and stuff? I'm
Yes.
not printing yet, so
Designated decoy.
I just did all the coloring on them. I'll be slapping them onto the layouts, and I'm trying to decide what to do for the back of them. I kind of want to do something. Whoops. Let's see.
Okay, next one's in this
Sorry, you're distracting me.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Because they're all Lone Star. I don't want to do like the typical back of the trading cards. It just seems kind of pointless. But I'm not sure what I want to do. I was trying to think if I wanted to do like some sort of a puzzle card or puzzle back,
No, it's right around the corner.
but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. If you guys have suggestions, let me know. Ah, shoot. I should have known better than that. Deselect.
Yeah, me too. Closer on the map than it is.
All right, so there's Caitlin.
Oh, here we are.
Lone Star logo.
Uh,
If you don't know the line work, it's easy to
actually.
miss a lot of things. Yeah. Equilibrium, that was it. Equilibrium. Yeah, gun kata. No, all the original art cards. Oh! Oh. Yeah, those are behind schedule. Thankfully, there's
Nice
not
big area
a
in the
ton of
middle.
those. So, yeah. Good critique on the first wave. Why else would morph into what it is today? The first wave of what? I need to. Oh, where's my list? Oh, dang it. Those are behind schedule, but what can you do? All right. Should I do the rest or should I go play with my kids? What do you think, guys? Anybody want to play Age of Empires?
Maybe after I finish this round,
How long is a round?
we gotta fight one more boss after this one.
So that's not a time.
Huh?
How long, I said?
20 minutes maybe.
20 minutes. Jakers. Isaac, you want to play a game? Huh?
Right now.
Oh, that's the idea, yeah. All right, now I would do a separate flat layer because that's just her. Ding, ding, ding.
Obviously, I can't run.
I would do a separate flat layer for the big version of her. Let's see. Doctor Who's run. Now the women have gained
For me, what those
some.
comments, and there's just a Praetorian sitting behind
Yeah.
me, relaxing.
You know what? I think I'm gonna do something else, like perhaps play a video game. So, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody. Enjoy your weekend. Actually, no, wait. Tomorrow's Saturday, so come on back for God Squad tomorrow, and we'll talk. I don't know what we're gonna talk about, but we'll talk about something cool. Anyways, peace out. Thanks for being here. Have a great night. Bye.
How's it going?